How am I kicking this one off? I like an action. You know what it's like to be a lawyer, but what about a fractional lawyer?
We spent today with Pearl Chan to see what that actually looks like. Client work, motherhood, and building an entirely different type of legal career. Did I mention she was Goodlawyer of the Year? So yeah, she's kind of a big deal. This is a day in the life of a fractional lawyer.
We made it.
Hey!
Hello, hello.
Come
hello.
in.
Who's this guy?
This is Sammy.
Sammy.
Welcome in.
Thank you for having us
Thanks
by.
for coming.
To intrude on your home and your life?
Hey, well, come in, come in. Why don't you have a seat?
yeah.
I'll make some coffee.
Sounds good. I didn't know they made backyards this big in Toronto.
And this was like the furthest north I could go and get this and be like 20 minutes from downtown.
I know you've got a lot going on with your career, but also a lot of your responsibilities at home, your daughter. Is there a regular day-to-day, and what does that look like for you?
A regular day for me is I wake up, I walk my dog, I come back, I make breakfast, I
Delicious coffee.
I pack my kids' lunch, I take her to school, and then I get started working. After school time, I pick her up, come back, make dinner, and then sometimes, do a bit of work after that. But you know what? During those times, I don't have to feel the guilt, right, of stepping out to pick up my daughter. We all do it, but I think we all still feel like we should be at our desk.
I feel like you can breathe a little more.
Yeah, and so I think it's not even so much that you have more time, it's that you have less guilt. So my home office is upstairs.
So this is where all the magic happens.
It is. So I have, my multiple workstations. One is for a certain client who has who I have a dedicated computer for.
So your main fractional client lives on that computer?
Yeah, for security. And then for everything else, I do it through here and my personal
That's
stuff.
smart, yeah. I mean, this is better than my setup when I was at the firm.
Most days, both computers are on and I just roll back and forth, right?
What do you got there?
Oh, yeah. You guys want to see? First, right? The inaugural Goodlawyer of the Year award.
First ever.
First ever. Very, very cool. This is very, very cool. For a long time, I was actually kind of ashamed of, I would say. My journey was not traditional. I think because my mom worked at a big law firm, right? And so she's like, I don't understand what you do. I understand these people are lawyers, right? That I see at my firm every day. You're like a lesser version of them, right? She didn't really understand what that was. I went in-house right away, right? I actually went into a small Canadian distributor of as seen on TV products.
ShamWow.
Yeah, ShamWow, Slap Chop. And I was young, right? I was a brand new lawyer. I didn't yet have the experience and the confidence to say, no, you absolutely cannot say that.
You got a lot of funky items over here.
Yep, this is my display shelf.
Is that a baguette? I just noticed the record player too.
Yes. This is the least embarrassing record that I have.
I love this.
Yeah.
I listened to this so much in law school. This is where you're calling clients for these?
Yes, right, all my different fractional clients.
I knew you were a good lawyer. I didn't know you were so artsy. Yeah. Did you make any of this stuff?
My daughter made this. I think she'll want me to show you this. So I think she was I don't know, how old was she? Maybe 6. And she went to an art camp.
A 6-year-old made that?
Yeah. She spent a week and she made every single piece here.
I couldn't do that as a 36-year-old. You mentioned, before making the leap into the Goodlawyer ecosystem, you had a checklist with, I think, 4 or 5 things on it. What were those things?
So I wanted to be able to work with sophisticated clients, right? Work from home, make a comfortable living. I wanted to do the type of work that I loved, right? The size of company, the kind of strategic work, with smart leadership teams. Goodlawyer just actually gave me a way to find those more easily. I guess flexibility, right? To have the flexibility to walk my dog, to go to my daughter's volleyball tournament. I do my own pickups, I make dinner every night. I don't have a nanny, right? And it was a choice. I said, no, I want to be able to do that and this, right? Like those are both my jobs. So yeah, I mean, that was this model, and Goodlawyer like 100% like solved all of those problems for me, right?
Check those boxes for you.
Check those boxes and made this all possible. This is my daughter's room. She's 10 and a half. We recently had to redo it. She was a huge Harry Potter fan for many, many years, and this whole room was
Aren't we all?
completely Harry Pottered. I had the Hogwarts acceptance letter made. Well, I made it. And like dipped it in tea and like put the red seal on it, and they were flying out of the fireplace. I mean, now she wants all of that gone because overnight she hates all of it.
What's been the hardest part about becoming a fractional lawyer?
The platform allows you to be selective, right? And allows the client to be selective. There's a lot of choice of lawyers and there's a lot of choice of clients. It takes a little, sometimes it takes a little time to find a match.
It definitely requires a bit more of this entrepreneurial flavor of a lawyer.
You still have to sell yourself, right? Like, you do the interviews, like there's multiple candidates that are still interviewing with the same client. So like some of us haven't had to do that, right?
If Goodlawyer didn't exist, where do you think you'd be right now?
I think I would still be in-house, but I would be burnt out, and it would probably not be a long time before I just quit the practice of law and became an interior designer.
I think that's beautiful. Coming from a house full of psychologists, I've always been acutely aware of the mental health challenges, substance challenges in our profession, and just the sheer number of lawyers that leave. You don't hear about doctors quitting being doctors all the time, but in our profession, it feels far more common than it should be.
Imagine that you get to do the work that you're doing now, but you get to choose the clients that you do it for, and you get to choose how many hours of the week that you do it for, and you get to get paid more. And I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer.